Lord have mercy. I was listening to the neighbors' phone conversation as they walked by. We were a little early this morning. Greetings from Ohio. Welcome. Good morning. A little early today. A little earlier than normal. I don't know, about 20 minutes early, right? Happy Saturday. Yeah. I know. I was on the phone with Schmegley and I just figured I'd start a little early. Oh, shoot. I know. It was windy today. Watching all the dirt they pulled a bunch of dirt out of the construction site next door. Because they're getting ready to do foundations for houses, so they were pulling a bunch of dirt out, so now there's a bunch of loose dirt over there. No, I have not gone over to attempt to jump it, so getting gas before it gets too crowded. I hear you. So, and this is why I almost always leave my key in the truck, in the ignition. Because when I turn it off, I can turn it all the way. But when I take the key out, it's like not straight up and down. And auxiliary is like right here. So I have to find somewhere between here and here to get the key out. And that's how it ended up in auxiliary the whole time. Because I'm a dumbass. So now we gotta jump it. I may end up having to call roadside because I may need that extra charge boost because it won't even click. I have a kill switch for the inverter, which was already off anyways, but yeah. Yeah. That's where we're at. We are clearly not greasing the truck today. Look at this thing I got going on over here. What's this? What's up, Burr? How goes it? Actually, if Jim comes into town this weekend, I can just have him drive over and he can give me a jump. I should just message him. You're being lazy today. Yeah, I was gonna drive the truck over today to the house and do a grease job, and my day was all right. I went out and I did like 45 minutes of walking, took my dog for a walk, and went to start my truck and it wouldn't even click. Well, I know that. I know. I just, yeah. I gotta get a jump. I'm not ready to buy new batteries again. You have to get up and put up Halloween decorations. Mom started doing that. What do? I'm a truck driver. What's up, William? Eating lunch at Texas Roadhouse. Oh, outside of Nashville. Copy. No, I got up and took my dog for a walk, and I did 45 minutes. I did a 45-minute walk with my dog. There's an empty construction lot next door, so we walked around that a bunch of times. You have 3 batteries for me. Well, a lot of good they do me in Arizona. And so I got this product. It's called Sweet Sweat. I have a video, I haven't posted it yet. Anyway, see it? It's kind of like chapstick, you know, you roll it up. It's coconut oil and other things, but you put it on your stomach, like your midsection, and then it's actually linked in the shopping thing. I think it's pinned. Ew, that's still wet. Gross. And then you wrap this around your waist. You see it's still got sweat on it. Ooh. It's neoprene, so you wrap it around your waist, and then you go do your cardio. And what it does is it's a workout enhancer. So when your body temperature increases when you're working out, that's what activates it, and it makes you sweat more. And I don't even know if you can still tell. Let's see. So I've done it for 3 days in a row. Look whose abs are starting to come back in. Whew. Look at that. Not quite so fluffy lately. I've been really fluffy since I've been home, and part of that is stress from not working. It's got unicorn cooties. Yeah, it does. Part of it's stress from not working, you know. But I've been a little fluffier than normal. So I have been using that, and let me tell you, it in 3 days, visibly, it's made a dramatic difference. It's pinned here. Phil, where's it pinned? It should be upper right-hand corner or something, I think. Fuck, I don't know. Long work week, 60 hours. Yuck. 1 day off. That sounds terrible. You know, I was just talking about this yesterday, upper right. So I can work, when I'm on the road, I can work 7 days straight. I can work 14 days straight or 21 days straight. And I never feel burned out. Oh, upper left. That would be my right. Your left? My right? Whatever. Anyways, it's up here somewhere. I can work 7, 21, 14 days, whatever it is, straight out on the road. Drive every day. And I don't get burned out. But you put me in an 8 to 4:30 job Monday through Friday, and after about 2 weeks, I am burnt the fuck out. So I don't understand. But I can work 60, 70 hours a week in the truck, and I don't feel burned out. You put me at 40 hours a week and be home every day, and I'm instantly like in burnout mode. And I think part of it is because every day is exactly the same. You know what I mean? Every day is exactly the same. You get up at the same time, and you go to the same job at the same time, and you do the same job, and you get off the same job at the same time, and you go home at the same time, and like nothing changes, you know? But in the truck, while you're doing the same job, you're still driving, you're loading and you're unloading. It's never the same. No 2 days are the same. Even when you're doing like short haul, when I was in the oil field, no 2 days were exactly the same. And I think that's what it is. It's like the movie Ground. Yes! And that's part of my problem with having been home for so long. Like in the beginning, it's okay. Like the first couple weeks, it's okay. It's no big deal. And then I have to start finding things to do. I have to start like figuring out a way to keep myself busy. Now you have to find another job. I have to figure out a way to keep myself busy or keep myself occupied or distracted from the fact that every day is the same and nothing changes. You know, like if I don't leave and go to the gym, I don't leave the house. So Monday, Tuesday, I started Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, okay? For 4 days, I worked on creating my new program. I created for truckers, by a trucker, a food, nutrition, health program, okay? And I created, because that's what most people ask me. It's like, what should I eat in the truck? Or how should I eat in the truck? Or whatever it is, right? Everybody always asks me, how do I eat? Or what is recommended? Like, you know what I mean? So I created a program to highlight all that information. And I created even a fitness program because there's not many, but there are a few that ask me like, well, you know, what should I eat? Or I mean, what should I do for exercise? Like, how should I work out? How should I be active? And so I created that one as well. And I spent 4 days creating that. And in that 4 days, I was all in. Like, didn't go to the gym. I didn't do anything. I just literally sat on the computer for 4 days and put everything together. And it's like, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't leave the house. I didn't go anywhere. Like I did a TikTok live every day. But other than that, like I didn't do anything. And then I realized that I was so focused on getting it done before I leave because I need access to Wi-Fi, obviously, to upload documents and to create the website and everything like that. And then I got back into the gym, which obviously makes me feel better. But if I don't leave the house to at least go to the gym, I won't leave the house for days at a time. This is exactly why I need to be out in the truck. Because while every day I'm still driving, what is Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi, 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 Wi-Fi. I call it Wi-Fi. I call it Wi-Fi, yes. I'm not a big fan of sitting at home, but I'm also not gonna go look for things to do either. Like, I basically commit the first part of my day to the gym, and then I do a live. What up, fast one? Then I do a live on TikTok. And then the rest of my day, it's like, I have to figure out what else to do. Like I'm trying to get stuff done so that I can be ready to get back in the truck. But there's only so much you can do, you know? Like, what's the point of loading up the truck until it's time to go? You know, the dog needs a bath, but I'm not going to bathe him now and then bathe him in 2 weeks or in a week. That's not good for his skin, you know? So it's been a process. That's what it's been. Although I did get my programming done, you guys. It's in my bio. There's a link for it in my bio. It's stan.store/truckandunicorn if you want to go check it out. There is a fitness program. So it's like a multi-tiered program. So for the absolute self-starter, the person who just wants the information is going to do it themselves, there's a program for that. And you can also just book a call with me if you just want to, like, hey, you know, did I do this right? There's an option for that. If you need a little more assistance, there's a program for that. You know, you purchase the program and you get a once a month check-in call with me just to verify that you're doing the right thing. And if you need more hand holding than that, you need weekly check-ins, then there's a program for that, you know? So it's a multi-tiered, you know what I mean? What are you talking about in the program? I mean, please tell me it's not something silly and inappropriate and childish. I mean, we're having an adult conversation here. So unless you have, you know, what's up, James? I mean, if you're gonna be childish and inappropriate, then we're absolutely gonna address that, and we're gonna put you on blast here. I figured maybe that was probably the case, but I was gonna give him the opportunity to redeem himself. It is a beautiful day here in Texas as well. Clearly, your question is of inappropriate nature, which is solely a example of your character. We can all see you for who you are. Yes, burr, 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 burr. I like to say it, I can't help it, burr. By the way, for anybody, remember I showed you like this, and the little thing I wrapped at a sweat. It's not just for girls, FYI. It's not just for girls. Mine happens to be pink because I'm a girl. But I shit you not, it flippin' works, dude. I started, what is today, Saturday? Thursday. So Thursday, and then I did one Friday, and I did one today, and there is a dramatic difference in the leanness of my abs just from 3 days. And Thursday and Friday I just did 20 minutes on the treadmill. Today I did 45 minutes outside. And it was only 63 degrees when I was outside, so it's not like it was hot. And I was walking my dog, so I wasn't running or any of that. I am absolutely shocked at how well it works. It's pinned somewhere up here. My protein shake is in the refrigerator cooling off. What flavor? It's out of nicotine. I don't remember. Oh, raspberry peach lime. This brand has been outlawed in Texas. They don't sell them in the stores anymore. They only sell the vapes that are 100% American made. So this one's out of nicotine. It's not so much the nicotine that I crave though. So does everybody want to know you want to know how dumb I am? I mean, I'm ready to like put it on blast. Everybody ready to hear how dumb I am? All my trucking friends? Anybody? So y'all know I own my truck. Y'all know my truck's parked across the street in the construction site. So I always leave the key in the ignition. I always leave the key in the ignition because then when I shut it off, when you shut it off, it's straight up and down, right? The auxiliary is not on because, you know, you got like the first click, which is the first part of auxiliary, and then you got start. And then on this side, you got the other, you know, auxiliary, right? Right. So when I go to take my key out, it's somewhere between straight up and down and auxiliary. It's this funny little spot. So this is why I always leave the key in, because then I just turn it off, you know? And the key's always there, and I don't have to try to take it. Because if it's straight up, I can't pull the key out. It's my, you know, my truck's old, and it does weird stuff. So when I pulled the key out, apparently I left it in an auxiliary position like a dumbass and completely killed the batteries in my truck. Yeah, completely dead. Like, there's no click at all. So now I have to get a jump. And, you know, it's like, hopefully just a regular jump will work. Hopefully. Because if I need an actual service truck to come out that does like the supercharge, yeah. Mom has a battery charger, but I don't think it's that kind. It's for just like a regular car. I don't know if it'll work. I mean, I can ask her, we can try. Thank God I have a kill switch on my inverter. So I did shut my inverter off. But so I should see if I can put Mom's trickle charger on my, okay. Yeah. I'm so frustrated. I was gonna pull the truck over here today and I was gonna do a grease job on it. Yeah, no. I have to let it sit on jumper cables for a few. Right. Oh shit. Which one's the primary? Is it the first one or is it the last one? I can't ever remember. Yeah, get a large charger, never have to worry again. You mean like metal music? Yes, I'm wearing socks. The middle? Which one? I have 4. Middle from the front, middle from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is it? How's my what? Yeah, but I have a 379, I have 4. And my inverter is on my 4th battery. What do you mean, what's my routine? Oh, my mom, she's doing well. She's mad at me this morning. I'm not taking all 4 batteries to fucking AutoZone. I'm not disconnecting all 4 batteries. I'm just not. Metal music. Yes, I do. Which center one? I have 2. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, sometimes the kids find their ways into my live stream. I don't know why. Maybe they're just bored. Should be the one that has the main power going to the out of the box on the back side. That's the last battery. That's my last battery because that's the same one that that my inverter's hooked up to. My live is actually set up for it's not made for children. So if they're on here, it's because they're on somebody else's account that's 18 and over. So I have no control over that. I'm not taking all my batteries there. I'm just saying. So we are gonna have to go figure it out. Yeah. Shut up, fast one. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go over and figure it out. I'm not real happy about it. It's such a pain in the ass. I don't want to have to buy new batteries. I don't want to have to spend $800 on 4 new batteries, because if any of them is weak, it pulls the power down for all of them. So there's no point in replacing one. You need to replace all of them. Yeah. I know. And my truck hasn't, in the last year, my truck has sat more than it's run. You know, I love the way that you guys automatically always go to the worst case scenario. I know, idiots in the comments, I know. I don't know. I didn't pull the step off. I didn't check. I just tried to start it and was like, well, fuck, the batteries are dead. Nope. I replace all 4. I will, if I have one that is not great, I will replace them all. I have been out on the road and had to get jumps, and it's a pain in the fucking dick, and I'd rather just replace 4 and not have to worry about anything for a couple of years. Yes, I'm in prison. Yeah, that's why there's all kinds of, stuff around me. I mean, accessibility to electricity and a breaker box, absolutely, 100%. I mean, if you're gonna show your level of lack of intellect, I mean, that was a statement and all. $30 trickle charger saves your problems. Copy that. I mean, no, I get, like, some people don't replace them all. It's just me. Because if you replace 2, and then you gotta replace 2, and then you gotta replace 2, you see what I'm saying? You just replace 4, and you don't have to do shit for years. That's where I'm at. Outside of your box, follow the big positive and negative cables to where those cables go without the inverter. Okay, I will. That is the plan. Golly. It's 63 degrees here. Well, it was this morning. I'm in Lubbock. I know somebody who will probably be here. Well, yesterday. Oh, he was in Atlanta yesterday. So he won't be here. Maybe tomorrow. No. He won't be here till like Monday, I think. Yes, I did keep saying I had to figure it out. I will figure it out. Just a matter of time. 911 will not help. They only help 4-wheelers. They don't help commercial. Oops. I got the fly, but I knocked the wing off the dragonfly. Oops. I'll have to fix it. Let's go. I said, what are you talking about? I read what you said. Nah. I don't know where she is. I think she's out back. Oh, nope, she's back in the house. I check my protein shake. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go back outside. It's a little windy today. It's dark in my house. Did you see how dark it is? Shoot. Shoot. All right. Okay. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. It's just, it's just gonna take a minute. Sometimes you do dumb shit like fucking leave your auxiliary on in your semi truck, and then you gotta figure out. You know what we call that? You know what we call that? Fucking trucking. 100%. We call it fucking trucking. So, yeah. I know it looks like Kool-Aid, doesn't it? No, because I never take the key out. So. I'll be back. It looks like Powerade. It's not Powerade. Here, let me go get the thing and I'll show you what it is. It's way better than Powerade. Fucking trucking. No, it's when you do stupid shit too. That's when it's fucking trucking. Excuse me, dogs. It's so dark in here. It's dark in the laundry room. Yeah. We're gonna get it taken care of. No worries, no worries. So this now is called fucking trucking. Anyways, so no, this is not Powerade. It's actually a protein shake. It's the Clearway Isolate Mike and Ike Caribbean Punch flavored. That's why it doesn't look like milk, because it's a clear way. Oh, so good. This is my new favorite. All my kids are grown, so there's no need to be a mom, but thanks for showing your level of intelligence. You like the color? I don't know. It's linked somewhere up here in the one of the upper corners of this live, where you can get it. So it's a whey protein isolate, which means it's a faster digesting protein. 90 calories, no fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. Brand is My Protein, and it is the Clear Whey Isolate. I chose the Caribbean Punch because I'm not a big Mike and Ike fan, but I do like their Caribbean Punch Mike and Ike, so, yeah. See, it's your sweet treat without having to get all that extra stuff. It's my new favorite. It's my new favorite. What's up, Ron? How goes it? Oh, good God. Look at this, you guys. Look at all the dirt. You see it? Oof, it's windy today. No way. It's way. Yeah, so when you do a whey protein isolate, you actually take everything out and all you end up having is the smallest molecules of protein. Drinking your protein coffee. I'm having a Mike and Ike. It's so good. It's like the perfect summer protein shake because it's so refreshing. It's literally like everybody thinks it looks like Kool-Aid or Powerade or it looks like BCAAs. Yeah. Super light, super refreshing. Drinking your C4. I have several different energy drinks. I really like the Luckies. I really, really like the Luckies. The color on the packaging is accurate. Yeah, you're right. Actually, it is. Look at that. It's like a perfect match. I actually have a case of the Ghost energy here. I don't think I've ever had a Ghost. I don't really do a pre-workout. Heart attack energy drinks. Yeah, it depends. It depends on your health and it depends on how you react to it. So before I go to the gym, I don't typically do like a full pre-workout. I have a bunch of like sample. Ooh, watermelon jelly rancher's bomb as fuck. Yes, I did try the raspberry and cream. I absolutely love it. When I go to the gym, I don't really do like a full serving of a stimulant-based pre-workout because it makes me not feel good in the gym for whatever reason, some phase of my fitness journey I'm in. So I'll do a little bit, like not even a quarter of a scoop, and then I just add like citrulline and glutamine to it. So that's basically what I do for pre-workout. So I don't do a lot of stimulants in my workouts anymore. I used to. I don't seem to need them anymore. And then if I need like caffeine or whatever throughout the day, you know, I'll do something like the protein coffee. This shit is bomb as fuck. This shit, oh my God, you guys. If you like coffee, it is so good. It's like 80 milligrams of caffeine per scoop. And it's like perfect for iced coffee. 100%. Mix it up with water and then pour it over ice and it's shoo. That shit's bomb. Yep. $200 milligrams of caffeine. That's that's what the Lucky Energy has. 200 milligrams of natural caffeine. They have water, citric acid, natural flavors, taurine, beta-alanine, maca root, caffeine, sodium benzoate, sucralose, and Panax ginseng. That's it. This brand, Lucky, is my all-time favorite brand. I have their watermelon, I have their orange, I have their raspberry and cream. The only place I've ever seen it sold, unfortunately, is on TikTok. And I don't know if you have TikTok. Maca root is great. See? Even Ron said that Lucky is good stuff. Actually, I have it in my TikTok shop. But if you don't have TikTok, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I guess you could like look on Amazon or something maybe. No social media, just YouTube. Check Amazon for Lucky Energy, or check Lucky Fuck Energy. That was their original name. I don't know if they sell it on Amazon or not. But since you don't have TikTok, it doesn't really matter. On TikTok, the cases are selling for less than $20 a case. Some of them are 20. Some, like the black can ones will typically be like 20 or 25 a case, but they have a ton of sales all the time. And I've seen them as low as $12 a case. Like, what? This one is fantastic. It's watermelon. The raspberry and cream is fantastic. Nope, it's just an energy drink. It's 200 milligrams of natural caffeine. So the nice thing about natural caffeine is it doesn't create that crazy like psh, and then the crash. So caffeine anhydrous will do that to you because it's a man-made caffeine. It's basically a dehydrated caffeine. With that being said, it absorbs faster, and then that's what creates like the crazy jitters and then the crash. Yeah. You'll have your son order it. Yeah, I have it I have it listed on TikTok if you want to check it out. Same name on TikTok, Truck and Unicorn. It's there. I have a bunch of flavors there, so you can look at them if you choose. It's fine if you don't. You can always check Amazon. I don't know if they sell them there. I'm just suggesting. I know they don't sell them in the stores, but when you buy them by the case, you get them for less than $2 a can, which, I mean, yes. Amazon has Lucky Energy. There you go. I am all stocked up, actually. I have about 2.5 to 3 cases of energy drinks. I'm gonna be ready to go when we get on the truck. Let's see, I have this protein, I have the Javi protein coffee, and then I have a fruit cereal protein, and then I have a vanilla protein. So yeah. Caffeine anhydrous. Bang Energy uses caffeine anhydrous. Oh, you mean this thing still got sweat on it from like however long ago yeah. You know what though, it works. Salmon. That sounds yummy. I had salmon the other day. Good workout. I took my dog for a 45-minute walk. That's all I did. That's all I did. And I've used that thing for 3 days in a row. That thing with this stuff. Okay. It's in the shopping cart, by the way, in case anybody wants to check it out. And I'm telling you, I have made the most dramatic changes in only 3 days as far as like how lean my abs have become. And I walked my dog, so I didn't go for a run. I didn't walk really fast. Like took took my dog for a walk. That's it. Just took my dog for a walk. Just casual walk. And these things come in different sizes. So small, medium, large, and extra, extra large. You see, they list the sizes there. And they come with yellow trim, not just pink. Yeah. Made with NeoSweat technology, ergonomic design adapts to your size and shape. Premium grade latex-free neoprene. Reinforced overlock outer stitching. Adjustable hook and loop closure. Creates a portable sauna to boost your sweat. Lightweight, flexible, comfortable. Compression provides core stability and posture support, and no slip inner lining for a smooth fit. This is my new go-to. I freaking hate cardio. But with the results that I've seen, I can learn to tolerate it. Good morning. How are you? Lilies. Sweet. I like lilies. How are you? What's new? Yeah. There it is. There's my day. A little bit of cardio, sweat, protein shake. Work it. This is the best shit ever. Yep. I have to charge the batteries on my truck. Working your ass off. Yep. No peopling. No. I decided it was really nice this morning. It was like 63 degrees this morning. This was a little chilly, but wasn't crazy. I figured I would go for a walk with my dog. And do my cardio that way and get my sweat on. Did some shoulder workout today, and then I decided I shouldn't work them too hard because I was going to be greasing my truck today. But then my truck wouldn't start, so we won't be moving the truck over here in order to grease it because, well, obviously, if it won't start, that's not happening. You're always welcome to come to Texas. I don't own the state. I can't tell you you can't come. I just don't know how much longer I'm going to be home. So, yep. I'm excited to go back to work. I'm so excited to go back to work. I finally got my nutrition programming done. It's up online and it's live and available. I got the Truckers Fitness up online and it's live and available. I've been quite the productive little beaver the last couple days. Last week, I should say. See? Ron knows all about the programming. Well, he knows about the nutrition programming for sure. You have to get all the social media. You don't have to get all the social media. My site is stan.store/truckandunicorn. So it's not, it's not a social media site. What am I doing? I'm sitting here on a live talking to people right now. Yes. You mean this brand? Best one, are you talking about this brand? That's 14 pounds in 2 months. That's the best way to do it. The slower you lose it, the more likely you are to keep it off. Like you typically will lose your first 5 to 10 pounds right away, which is typically water weight when you start eating healthy and making minor changes in your diet, or the way you should eat, I should say, because it's definitely not a diet. But the rest is further analyzing, what it is that you're eating and how you're eating it, and then how to change it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Chrome is in the house, and today is Meow's day in timeout, so she's in my room so Mom's cat can explore and be in the house, because Meow is a big bully and she likes to beat up on Mom's cat, so we have to separate them like that. You had social media, but you couldn't deal with dumbasses, so you canceled it? I don't know if I'll be home. I'll probably be out working, because I'm going to go out, and then I'll stay out until Thanksgiving. So, I'm hoping next week. Somebody said something about the government shutdowns delaying plates, which I really hope is not the case. You know? Mm-hmm. Yep. What else do I have to do once I get off here? Ron says, made small changes in diet using products she uses. You're loving everything she has guided you on. Well, thank you. Oh, yeah. I gotta fucking charge the batteries in my truck when I get off here. That's what I gotta do. This has made a huge change in how you feel. I'm telling you. I think Ron's #1 favorite thing is protein coffee. I really think so. For anybody who drinks multiple cups of coffee a day, being able to create your coffee and turn it into something that has actual nutritional value in it is a huge game changer. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how soon I'm going out. But it should be like really soon. Mm-hmm. What does that say? It is an evening protein shakes. Well, with the evening protein shakes, you can add a bunch of frozen fruit to them and make them thicker. Almost like a milkshake. So then that'll cut that nighttime sweet craving for many people. Bob was telling me, Bob and Deb. Bob was telling me that it took him 30 days to get his IRPs from Georgia. So, he goes, that's why you don't see a lot of trucks with Georgia plates. Have a wonderful day. Yeah. Well, considering that I consume 140 grams of protein a day, that's a hell of a lot of food in order to get 140 grams of protein in a day. So, yeah, I use protein shakes. And I don't use gear, so I don't understand what you're talking about. You just looked at some of my shorts? Thank you. Protein is absolutely necessary. Protein, fats, and carbs, those are your basic necessities when it comes to your macros, your macronutrients that are absolutely a necessity for the body, period, dot, end of discussion. And if you're not consuming enough protein, then you're not getting the proper nutrients to build proper muscle. I mean, that's just scientifically speaking. So, you know, again, everybody's protein needs are different because everybody is different and everybody weighs differently. Oh boy, we gotta fly. Yeah. So, you know what always is interesting to me is how some people think that, like, they're puppeteers for people who do lives. You're gorgeous every time I come live. Well, thank you. I'm working on the puffiness. I've gotten it down a lot. Like, it's just part of aging, man. It's inevitable. Everybody ages. Everybody gets older. We're all eventually going to expire. We are all, if we get to that time in our life if we don't expire before we all reach old age, we all get wrinkles and we all get gray hair. It's just the reality of life. You can't stop it. I'm not aging. Oh, but I am. Well, thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. But like, I got like, look at this. That's gray hair. Look at that shit. It's time to do my hair. 47, man, 47. It is what it is. What's up? There's no way around it, you know? No baby swatters today. No, I haven't worn baby swatters for like a week now. Just all natural. I do have this like eyelash serum that is supposed to make my eyelashes grow. Flexitron is not a part of my life anymore. I am single and happy. Hey, hey. Yeah. My day is going well, other than I killed the batteries in my semi-truck. Oh no, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. My life is happier. I feel better mentally, emotionally, physically. I am more focused on myself and my goals. Way more focused on myself and my goals. Not just my personal goals, not just my fitness and my health and my nutrition and not just that, but like my trucking goals and my trucking business and all of that. Like, it's it was definitely for the better, without a doubt. Definitely for the better. They graded that shit across the street, and it is just like, what was that movie with the sandstorms in it? Like The Mummy. Yeah. I do. I'm not dating. I refuse to date. Because when you date, what happens is you have a tendency to back burner things that you want to do in your life, like your goals, you know, in order to make accommodations for that person, you know? So when you're dating, like, let's say you're trying to eat really healthy, or you're trying to stay, you know, on a meal plan, or you're trying to cut something out, you know, you're trying to cut out soda, you're trying to cut out alcohol, whatever it is, and you go on a date, oftentimes that requires going to a restaurant, which doesn't necessarily fit into your meal plan. Oftentimes that requires maybe having an adult beverage, which may not fit into your plan. And you will make these small little, oh, it's just one time, it's just, you know, you make these small adjustments. And what happens is when you back burner yourself or your goals, even if it's just for an hour or a day, that could set you back 6 months or a year. You know what I mean? Also, here's the other aspect of that. Like, I don't do a lot of social engagements either, because I go to bed really early. I go to bed at like 8:30 at night, because I get up early by choice. This is my choice. This is my routine. This is my choice. And people will, oh, let's go get something to eat. So, okay, I can make that fit into my macros. Like, all right, we'll go get something to eat. So we'll go out about 4 or 5. You know, take an hour to eat. So let's say it's like 5 or 6. And then you hang out for about an hour. So now it's like 6 or 7. And when you want to leave and go home, the other person oftentimes is like, oh no, stay. Like, I missed you so much. Like, I haven't talked to you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Like, let's catch up. They literally ask you to negate your goals and negate your routine to accommodate them. And if you were to call them on it, oftentimes what they say is, no, that's not what I meant. I just meant I really miss you. This is an excuse. Excuses are lies. And they use them in a fashion to try to manipulate you to fulfill their needs and their desires. So there's that. No, I don't miss the companionship of a man. I have a 2003 379 Peterbilt. I didn't say anybody was trying to stop my goals. I did not say that at all. What I'm saying is the vast majority of the population uses excuses of missing you, wanting to spend more time with you, enjoying their time with you, in order to manipulate you to bend to their will. Yes. Yes. Right. So, I don't like going to the gym with my partner. Okay. Speaking of adult beverages, she made a strawberry white chocolate moonshine protein shake with vanilla whey and almond milk. Nice. Here's the thing. I don't date people that go to the gym that I go to, because if things don't work out, I don't want it to be weird. I don't want to have to change my gym schedule to not see you, first of all. Second of all, I don't work out with my partner because 90% of the time, anybody I've dated that works out either works out at night and I work out in the daytime, or, you know, like our gym schedule. I'm not changing my gym schedule to accommodate you just so we can work out together, so we can be in the same room together, because I'm trying to focus on me and I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. And that's just how that is. Oh, what's up? Local truck driver, how goes it? And I'm not shooting down everybody's idea. I'm telling you, I have dated fitness guys before. I don't want to go to your gym. I want to go to my gym. You want to come to my gym, that's fine. But I'm not going to change my schedule to accommodate somebody else. I'm just not. I've done it. It doesn't work. It doesn't feel good. I don't like the way that everything works out. So I just, no. Like, just let me do me. you know, I like to work out by myself. I don't have workout partners. I don't have people I talk to in the gym. I had 2 people talk to me last week in the gym on the same day, and that was overwhelming. So, and it took up about a half an hour of my time that I should have been committing to myself. So I'm not shooting it down. The best relationships I've had are people who are polar opposite of me. People who don't necessarily eat healthy all the time, and they don't have routines like I do, and they don't go to the gym, and so on and so forth. Oh, I do not go to Planet Fitness at all. Ugh, yuck. Not my gym. It's okay to be I am very selfish. Call me self-centered, call me selfish. I don't care. Call me full of myself. Because if I don't pour into my cup and I don't take care of myself, how the hell am I ever going to be able to benefit anybody else in my life, friend or otherwise? It's just the way it is. I don't think it, my son and I actually had a conversation about this. My middle son, he's just turned 26. I told him that I thought that maybe there's something wrong with me, because a lot of people get into relationships, and when they get in relationships, that person then becomes their end all be all everything, and they hyper attach to that person. And if that person leaves the earthly plane, or just leaves that person in general, like they break up, the one person is like devastated. They're absolutely devastated. And like their life goes into this like downward spiral, and it becomes this slippery slope of like depression and all this other garbage, right? I don't do that, because I don't attach my happiness to somebody else. And because I don't do that, I don't overly attach to people. I care about you. I care about what happens to you. Yes, I would be sad, but at the end of the day, my life goes on, and I'm not going to let something else dictate how I feel. Happiness comes from within. People in your life are meant to enhance your current level of happiness, but they should not make you happy. People in your life should make things easier, while relationships do have challenges and they are opportunities for you to learn about yourself and grow. That doesn't mean that you aren't who you are. Like, you had friends before I met you. You had a life before I met you. You did things before I met you. Go fucking do those things. Don't make it, I don't have to be with you all the time. I don't have to see you all the time. Like, this is what's wrong with dating, is like everybody loses their own identity when they enter into a relationship. I actually don't live in Minnesota anymore. I live in Texas now. So with that being said, like, I refuse to lose my identity. I refuse to even budge in the slightest on who I am and how I am, because then I'm not being true to myself. And at the end of the day, I'm the one responsible for me. See what I'm saying? So I don't think it's that I'm overly independent. I'm just not overly attached to people. Oh, I live in Lubbock. I'm like 8+ hours from Houston. Exactly. Exactly, Ron. Exactly. So, for me, the biggest problem relationship wise is most people don't feel like they can be themselves because they're so busy trying to be some version of themselves to make somebody else happy that they have no fucking clue who they are, what they like, where they want to go, what they want to do, etc., etc., etc. And so they're just going from relationship to relationship, being whatever version they think they have to be. And once they get comfortable, the real them comes out, and then you're like, oh, well, who are you? Like, this is not the person I met. And then shit falls apart, and they go on to the next. And so I don't participate in that. I am having a wonderful day. It's like, be your own person. And if somebody likes that, then maybe try it. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't work, no big deal. Like, when you overly attach to other people, you literally are essentially handing over all of your emotions and saying, here you go. Like, tell me how I should feel. Like, if I say something that hurts your feelings, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Like, if I tell you, perfect example. So my ex, I said to him, I said, you realize that you have the nice house and the nice cars and the motorcycles and the snowmobile and the nice clothes, and it's all a mask, it's all a front, it's all a cover up for the fact that you have so much unresolved shit inside, and you just think if you cover it up with all of this nice stuff, nobody's gonna know. He got mad at me, and it's like, bro, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm telling you what I see. Now, if you would like to work on that, I would be more than happy to assist you on your path to understanding yourself. But that is a you problem, not a me problem. See what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to hurt his feelings. I was just telling him why he keeps repeating the same patterns in his life. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and blaming everybody else. Fix your shit. Go see a therapist. You have unhealed mommy wounds? Not my problem. You have insecurities? Not my problem. I didn't do it. I'm not gonna fucking fix it. And I'm not gonna change who I am to make you feel better about you, because I'll never be good enough for you to constantly feel better. Because when you put your emotions in somebody else, they will 1000% of the time let you the fuck down, because nobody's fucking perfect. Correct, because that is who he is. The insecurities are his. The mommy traumas are his. The PTSD is yours. It belongs to you. You need to deal with it. Because he's ashamed to hear the truth. Everything was an attack. Everything was an attack. It didn't matter. Everything was me attacking him. I can't deal with that. I cannot deal with that. And I cannot deal with you deflecting your insecurities on me. This motherfucker legit looked at me and said, you only are with me for a place to live. Motherfucker, what? I'll go fucking live in my semi-truck, go back to work, get back on the road, do what I love. No, don't leave. You see what I'm saying? He said things intentionally to be an asshole. Oh yeah. Yep, he told me I was using him, which is the furthest thing from the truth, because I don't need anybody for anything. And he constantly questioned my character, which never wavered in the entire time that we were together. So I realized, A, I should not feel like I have to defend myself. And B, if you cannot see what has been presented to you in a consistent fashion for the last 10 months, I don't need to be here. Not because I hurt him. No. This was all before I ever even established what his basic issues were. Before I ever called him on any insecurities, any of that. Somebody online, you guys could comment on my videos and say, you have a nice smile. And we would get in a fight because somebody complimented me on the internet. No, I don't see anything wrong with telling somebody the fucking truth. There is nothing wrong with telling somebody the truth, because I'll tell you what, the fucking kid gloves don't make people fucking see the truth. Before any of all of this, I tell you, in the first 2 months that we were dating, I cannot tell you how many arguments we got into because people complimented me on my videos. Wow, you look beautiful. You have a nice smile. We got in fights because of that. Do you guys not remember how what I posted changed? Because let me just try to nurture his insecurities. And it just got worse and worse and worse, to the point where he was telling me I was using him, etc., etc. That's what I said. So, after months of this, gathering data, noticing patterns, okay, that's when I presented to him, here's what's going on. And he did not like it. So, for months I got from him, I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna work on it. For months I heard from him, because he would get mad at me and he just wouldn't talk to me. Not at all. I'm like, what's wrong? Nothing. Well, you're lying to me and I can tell. He wouldn't talk. And then I would explain to him, like, if you don't talk to me, we cannot work through this and this will continuously be a problem. So, are you going to talk? I'm going to work on it. Motherfucker wouldn't say shit. Until it was like to the boiling point, and then he would flip out. And I'm like, I'm not doing that either, because that's abuse. And it got to the point where I was like, I am no longer accepting apologies from the same mouth that shits on me. You shit on me and then you apologize for it, I'm done. 1 time, fine. 2 times, shame on me. Have a good day. Communication is not necessarily the key. Comprehension is the key. I never yelled at him. I never yelled at him out the gate. There were a couple of times I did raise my voice. I'm not even gonna lie, I did. Because I was so frustrated, because it's like I'm trying to talk to him, and it's like I would be talking to him and I shit you not, would have his phone and would be on his phone like this while I'm trying to talk to him and have a conversation with a calm. And hey, can we talk about this? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, what, And I'm literally asking him, like trying to work on our, and he is on his phone and won't look at me. Do you know what happened? Yeah. So I'm not the nicest person ever. I snatched that motherfucker right out of his hand. Ooh, he about came off the fucking bed, almost laid hands on me. Ooh, he was pissed. It was great. It was fucking great. I got his attention though. So, I'm not saying that I am not at fault, because I am very much at fault, because I allowed this poor behavior to carry on longer than I should have. I should have ended it when he got upset by people complimenting me on the internet. I should have just walked away there. But I thought, no, it's okay. Like, he's a nice guy. Like, I can see his potential. So it's my fault because I allowed it to continue. I allowed him to think that his actions and behaviors were acceptable to me. And when I had enough and I started pushing back against his poor actions and behaviors, you see what I'm saying? That's where it's my fault, because I never should have let it happen. I never should have allowed it to go on that long. So I am to blame for that, because I allowed him to think that he could violate my boundaries and he could disrespect me in such a fashion by not being an adult and communicating and being realistic with me. I allowed that poor behavior, therefore it is my fault. Because we teach people how we want to be treated. And in the beginning, I was willing to give him some grace in the learning about each other phase. And what happens when you do that is you teach them that it's okay to treat you that way. So it is my fault. Emotionally, his age range is between the ages of 10 and 16, depending on the topic. You are absolutely correct. And I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying that everybody has work to do mentally and emotionally in their life. And we are all in different stages of our life. Some of us are trapped still in our childhood, and we emotionally respond to certain things based upon events that happened to us in our childhood. And some of us are in our 20s, and some of us are, you see what I'm saying? So everybody's in a different place depending on what their life presented them up until today's point. And some of us process through it faster than others. Some of us never get through it. So I'm not hating on him in any way, shape, or form. All I'm saying is he was over here and I was over here. And the distance between is too far. Yes, we should all be working on being a better version of ourselves every day. That's just a little bit better today than I was yesterday. You know what I mean? I am not at a master level. Nobody ever masters themselves truly. 100%. That is a never-ending, ongoing task that you will be confronted with until the day that you pass. So I don't hate him for who he is or what he did. I see it as a learning experience. And I learned that I cannot love somebody for their potential. You have to see them for who they really are. Yeah. I am 47. I just had a birthday last month. This is why I say you let people show you who they are. Believe them the first time. Because they will always, inevitably, they will always show up as who they are at some point. And when they do, believe them. This is why I don't date, because people don't show their true colors until between months 3 and 6. I'm not trying to solely commit to somebody who isn't even themselves. That's a waste of my time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to spend 3 months getting to know somebody romantically, because that's not even who they really are anymore. Most people will not present them real selves until between months 3 and 6. I'd rather just work on me. Just work on me. I mean, most men do not want to be put in the friend zone because you think the friend zone is bad. Yes, I'm a Virgo. I'm the 16th. Men think that the friend zone is bad because your whole lives you've been taught once you're put in the friend zone, that's it. You know? You're done. You're never going to be anywhere but in the friend zone. And the problem with that is, for me, you have to be in the friend zone because I got to be able to see you for who you are. And you will eventually show me who you are, and then that will determine whether or not you move past the friend zone or if that's somewhere that you stay. More often than not, it's somewhere that you stay because you are so drastically different than the person you initially present yourself as. So I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with that. I agree with you, Ron. You do. You get to know somebody for who they truly are. Who they truly are. And there are a lot of things that I can accept as flaws in somebody if you're honest with me from the get-go. Why the fuck would I date a 21-year-old plumber when my son is 21 years old? That's fucking disgusting. Goddamn, guys. Look at that shit. What the fuck, man? Golly. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It just keeps blowing and blowing and blowing. This week they were pulling dirt out of that lot because they're going to do foundations over there. And the problem is now it's all loose. And so as the wind blows, now we get, this is what it was like when we first moved here. Every day. I'm sure I'm inhaling a lot of it because I can smell it. Yeah. I don't think I'll be doing the batteries on my truck today with it being all that windy and my truck being out in that lot, you know? Yeah. Well, it's Lubbock. It's Saturday. Then I work on weekends. Mm-hmm. Yep. I am going to call the guy that oversees the contracts for the belly dump work, though. No, it's an active construction site over there, and they've graded everything, so now all the topsoil is loose, and it'll be like this until it rains. Oh, look, a tumbleweed. Oh, shit. That wind's picking up. That was somebody's garbage can. Golly. Woo! Algae. Look at this, guys. God damn. Look at this. See all the wind? All the wind. See all the... See it? Ouch, I got sand in my eye. God damn. Pew. got sand in my teeth. Not watering that whole fucking lot. You done lost your damn mind. Oh, they should have. Doesn't matter. It dries out. It's the fucking desert. Dries out. The wind picks up. It's over. I think this is like fall weather. Because when we moved here in June. So we were coming out of spring into summer. And it was like this. So I think 'tis to be expected. Because every time I came up to Lubbock before we moved up here, it was windy like this. That was like February, March, April, May, June. For 4 months, it was just like windy up here all the time. I think that's just spring and fall. I'd love to buy some land in my area. Well, there's plenty of land in Texas. Greetings from Germany. Hello, hello. How goes it? Yeah. I mean, I got my gym workout in. Well, I mean, I got my cardio in today. I did some shoulders, not really intense, because I thought I was going to be greasing the truck today. And, well, you know, when you're doing this and your shoulders are sore, it's no bueno. Gonna donate $50? Okay. If you want to. Yep, sandstorms in West Texas. Absolutely. Sure. You want to donate $50? Go ahead. You need a second cup of coffee? Yeah. I still need to make my second cup of protein coffee today. I usually have 2 cups of coffee with protein in them. And I have a protein shake post-workout. So that's 40 grams of protein. And I usually have oatmeal post-workout with protein, so that's 60 grams of protein. You know, that's right about half of what I consume in a day. I didn't answer your question. What was your question? I didn't see it. It's very windy today, so we got a lot of dust flying by today. A lot of dust in the air because the construction site across the street. So, but thankfully the way that my truck is parked, it doesn't come in the cracks in the windows. So that's beneficial. Ukraine. I mean, gosh, we got everybody up in here today. Everybody. Texas. I am in Texas. I am in Lubbock, where the wind blows in the same direction every day. Every day it blows in the same direction. Every day. When it blows the opposite direction, we get a hellacious storm. Yep. Good luck finding me. I used to live in Odessa. I used to work out there. Midland, Odessa. I always parked out in Monahans at the Road Ranger. I love that truck stop. Hey Ron, did your protein wafers come in yet? So, what did you say? Because what? I didn't see your question. I see you said we're Virgos. Ron, did your protein wafers come in yet? So I get these protein wafers. They're like those wafer cookies. They are my favorite, but I have to take them apart and eat them in layers because I'm weird. Because the 2 layers in the middle is where all the flavoring is, you know? Yeah. Thank you for the compliment. I guess Ron's not here. He didn't answer my question. He didn't order the same ones. So I was trying to see if he got his yet. You do the same? They're just not the same. Like, I don't know. They're just better when you take them apart. I do the same thing with Kit Kat. See? That's where all the flavoring is, see? This piece is always the best. It's got the most flavor on it. These very much remind me of those wafer cookies when I was a kid. You know, because you were too poor to have like the Keebler cookies, you know, so you had the generic wafer cookies. That's what these remind me of. But those fucking wafer cookies are some of my favorites. I have stuff that's good. I don't know. The stuff that I have is what I know works for me as far as like trying to maintain and be healthy. I've never heard of those cookies, but I'm sure they're very similar. They're like the narrow, long, like stick cookies, right? You're my twin. I also do it with Nutter Butters. I don't eat them anymore, but that's how I used to eat my Nutter Butters. My long lost brother. Yeah. Yep. When I take them apart, it makes it feel like they last longer. And for whatever reason, dissecting my cookies like this, it makes them seem like they last longer and it makes them more flavorful to me. I'm your twin. Yes, did you get your wafers, Ron? I know you ordered these. They're so yummy. Jay was just saying he eats his wafer cookies the same way I do. Kenya. Well, I'm an adult and I think that I deserve stickers. That's why I thought they were a good idea. I'm so glad you don't like them though. Oh, you like my tattoos. Thank you. Somebody else said they didn't like them. I'm so glad that I could actually ruin somebody's day just by having tattoos. I should be there soon. Yeah. See, when you take them apart, they last longer. Mine are really well done. Well, thank you. I don't care what other people think about me, especially when it's negative. I like to just roll with it, you know? And then point out that now I'm controlling their emotions because they had to take the time to stop and make a comment stating that they're offended by them, which means I don't care if it's 2 seconds. Thank you for letting me rent space in your head for free. It's not the Oreo cookie effect. Look, see, this one doesn't always have as much flavor, but this one does because that's where all the flavoring is. Just take them apart, yeah. Yeah, be the change in the world you want to see. You're absolutely right. They just came in and tried to troll because there's nothing exciting or good in their life, so they want to make everybody else's life bad. Oftentimes when people make trolly comments like that, all it is a deflection and a projection of what's actually wrong in their life. So they're not brave enough to do a live stream, so they're going to project and deflect onto other people and try to tear people down. Or they do live streams, but maybe nobody shows up to watch them. Or maybe they got tattoos, but they didn't get great quality tattoos. Maybe they got tattoos and were not thinking when they got them, and those tattoos kept them from getting their dream job. Do you see what I'm saying? These are all reasons why people project and or deflect onto other people, because they can't, they won't, or they don't have the balls to do what somebody else is doing, so they're going to hate on it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really care. I do a live stream because I have several people who regularly follow me who pop in here and we have conversations. That's why I do a live stream. I will be trucking again soon, so I do a live stream, just talk about like what we're doing in trucking, you know? Calling about your car's extended warranty. So if people want to watch it, great. If you don't want to watch it, that's okay too. You know? Tattoos are from the army. Copy that. Copy that. What did you say? Did he have a high drive or a low drive? He took something for it, so I don't really know what the real drive was. Your wafers are delayed. Oh, that sucks. That's frustrating. So, they are super yummy. You could probably go to like a GNC and buy some. I have a cookie for you. It's actually a protein bar. Ex-paratrooper? Nice. One of those people that jumped out of airplanes. Crazy asses. Marine Corps, look at that. We got Marine Corps, we got Army. God dang. So, yeah. You'll have an orange or check GNC. Oh, yeah, let me know if they haven't. Yes, I still drive truck. There we are. Yes, I still drive truck. Sorry, I had an incoming phone call. Yeah. I'm waiting on what's been taking so long is new authority paperwork and my IRP plates. So I will be back in the truck soon. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I see. 15, 30. I'm sitting at 50 grams of protein today. You tried the cereal and it's good. Right, but let me guess. It wasn't as heavy or what you would think would be filling as regular cereal. Right, Ron? That's my guess. Because remember, protein cereal doesn't have any like wheat or rice or grain or anything in it. It's just protein. You know? The taste and the texture. I know they stay crispy in milk. So my favorite protein cereal stays crispy in milk. Like all the way to the last bite. It's just as crispy as when you first poured it out of the bowl or out of the box. It's amazing. Yeah. I do like that about it. So, 100%. Hey Ron, guess what? Guess what? I'm so excited and I can't wait. I'm not answering that question. Oh, you can. You could crush the cinnamon or the chocolate one and use it on ice cream too. So I got these bagels coming. And they are macro-friendly bagels. So one bagel has like 30 grams of carbs. Which means A regular bagel has like anywhere between 60 and 80 grams of carbs. So it's got like 1 gram of fat and like 9 grams of protein. So I'm super excited and I cannot wait until they arrive. I cannot wait to try them and see. I cannot wait till these bagels arrive and try them and see if they actually taste like bagels. Yeah, I'm getting a variety pack of bagels. I don't know if it's like 3 or 4. Can't remember. I think I'm also getting a loaf of their regular bread. I also I have protein popsicles on the way. Yes, I've tried to find a way to incorporate protein into almost everything that I consume. Because again, options and alternatives. I mean, my diet allows for me to eat bagels because I eat so many carbs anyways. But thanks, I hate you too. But not everybody is like that, you know? So if you love bagels, but you're trying to cut back on your carbs, then that's the way to go because you can still have the things that you love without feeling guilty or destroying any progress that you're making or anything of that sort. So I am all for finding foods that have all that stuff in them. Fry ups? What the hell is that? The fuck is a fry up? I'm gonna have to end this live soon. This wind is getting worse. English breakfast. That's why I don't know what it is, because I say this jokingly and sarcastically, I'm just an uneducated American. Jokingly and sarcastically all at the same time. Is it kind of like beans on toast? That's about all I know that y'all eat over there. Bangers and mash? I don't know. Like, I'm not real knowledgeable about other cultures' traditional foods. Yeah. I like eggs and bagels. Oh, I just say eggs and bagels. Silly. And bacon. Copy. So traditional breakfast. Bacon and eggs with some kind of bread, essentially. Yes? Meow scratched me. I got a big old scratch on my arm right here from Meow Meow. No, typically I don't eat before I work out. I usually have a protein coffee and then I'll go work out. And then I come home and I'll have like rice with some Greek yogurt mixed into it with some honey, or some oatmeal with a protein powder, like some sort of carb with a protein source, and then a protein shake. Cinnamon. Yummy. To the Caribbean. Well, that would be nice. Protein coffee is next level shit. I agree. I have my new favorite protein coffee, I'm just gonna say, is this brand, the Javi protein coffee. So it's 10 grams of protein per scoop with 80 milligrams of caffeine. And I have the tiramisu flavors. Bomb as fuck. you subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I don't know, but this is my go-to protein coffee at the moment. It's iced coffee. So it's like my afternoon coffee. Normally in the mornings I'll brew a cup of hot coffee. I'll put in a scoop of collagen and 1 ounce of cream. And then I'll add a scoop of whey. It would have you, what? 80 milligrams of caffeine? That's not even that much. That's like what's in a normal cup of coffee. I usually do 2 scoops of this. So it's 20 grams of protein and it's like 180 milligrams of caffeine. That's usually like post-workout. You know, I'm just saying I try not to do that past noon or 1 o'clock. But yeah, this shit's good. It's 70 calories per scoop, 1.5 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, 0 grams of sugar, and 10 grams of protein. Let me know how that turns out, Ron. It's good shit. It's somewhere up there. If you're looking for protein coffees, they do have regular like coffee concentrates, which you can make hot or cold. These are good too. Hope they make me a sponsor. I don't know about all that. Raw eggs in a milkshake. I'll use egg whites in a milkshake. Absolutely. It's not so much that they make me a sponsor. Like, I talk about the things that I like. So I'm a truck driver. I own my own semi truck. I drive over the road. And before becoming a truck driver, I was a competitive bodybuilder. I was doing competitions. And while I do not have the same physique that I had when I first started, I'm still in fairly decent shape for a truck driver, supposedly is what I hear. I don't think so, but you know, we are our own worst critic. So a lot of truck drivers ask me, like, what do you eat? How do you eat? So I created a whole program, mostly for truckers, by a trucker kind of situation. And there's a bunch of items that I love that help me maintain a healthier diet and my physique while, no, I live in America, while I am a truck driver. We all know truck drivers love coffee, so I had to try protein coffee, and I actually love it. There's actually 2 brands of protein coffee that I love. Jabi is one of them. Cheek is the other. They're both very, very good. I love both of them. They mix fantastically with water. Put some ice in a glass, pour it over the ice. It's fantastic iced coffee. God, it's dusty here. You don't have to add cream to them, or you can, again, a preference, you know what I mean? Like, this is all I do. I talk about items that work for me to maintain my health and fitness in the truck, because a lot of truck drivers come to me for that type of questions. You know what I mean? Just like my God, it's so dusty. My new favorite is the Clear Whey Isolate Caribbean Punch Mike and Ike flavored. This stuff looks like Kool-Aid in a glass. And it's a great protein. It has great flavor. It's not gritty. It's not chalky. It mixes really well. Like, I only talk about the items that I like, that I use, that benefit what it is that I'm trying to do, because all the years of training, I've learned that if you overly restrict yourself, you are setting yourself up for failure. So if you figure out ways to have the things it is that you love and the things that you like and alternatives, then you're more likely to be successful. So, yeah. As far as like, you know, sweet treats, like protein bars. Yeah, this is a protein wafer cookie. I I promote a lot of like snack type foods because when we drive, we don't always have time to stop. So simple snacks to get us through until our next stop so we can make a meal is huge for us as truck drivers. Not to mention, I mean, if you love ice cream and you're trying to be healthy and you feel like you can't eat any ice cream, eventually you're going to give in to the craving, and you're not just going to have a bite. You're going to eat like 2 pints of ice cream, you know? So why not find healthier options like protein ice cream? So that's pretty much what I do. Talk about trucking, talk about health and fitness, or whatever else appropriate happens to pop up. Most people don't understand how to eat healthy, because a lot of people are like, I eat really healthy, and then they tell me what they eat, and I'm like, no, you don't, you know? So I help people understand how to put meals together to keep the proteins, fats, and carbs somewhat in balance, so that they're not overly consuming too many carbohydrates, or they're not overly consuming really fat-laden foods with minimal amounts of protein. Most people don't even eat nearly enough protein. They think they do, but they don't. So with that being said, it's like I'm always looking for protein-based alternatives. Protein popsicles, protein bars that don't taste like ass, protein powders, protein coffee, because if you're adding in 10 grams here and 10 grams here and 10 grams here, and you know, eventually you're going to get to your goal without having to consume a very large amount of food, because not like there's no way I could eat enough chicken to consume 140 grams of protein. It's just not going to happen. So that's the reason for pretty much everything in my life having protein in it. You know, I just found these amazing bagels. They haven't come yet, so I can't speak on if they're any good. But they have like 9 grams of protein and only like 30 carbs, as where most bagels have like 60, 70, some even have 80 grams of carbs per bagel with minimal protein. So I believe in being able to have whatever it is that you want to have moderately in an appropriate form, or even in an alternative form, to help you reach, achieve, and maintain your goals. So that is kind of sort of what I do. Or at least how my program works. Stan, S-T-A-N, Stan, like the name, stan.store/truckinunicorn. It's very windy out here. It's very dusty. I think it's time to go in the house. All right, guys, we're gonna get off here because it's dusty out here and I can smell the dirt, which means it's all over me. Ick. We had steaks in the morning for breakfast. That sounds yummy. Be on vacation next year, September. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go inside. I'll be live next week at noon Central Time, Saturday. Or you can check me out on TikTok, same username here. Pretty much every day at about 11:30 Central Time on TikTok. So everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful weekend.